Good morning, my name is Okti Marta Samosir. I'm from B class and now I choose speaking skills to explain my material. So uh, this is my slide. First is speaking. So before we talking about speaking, we have to know what is the speaking, like that. Speaking is act of making vocal sounds. We can say that speaking means to converse or expressing one's thought and feelings in spoken language. So it means that speaking is what we expressing, what we want to talking about, like that. That's mean the speaking. So there are three kind of speaking situation in which we find ourselves. The first is interactive speaking situation. It means that this part is include face to face, and the second is particularly interactive, such as when giving a speech to a live audience, where the conversation is that the audience does not interrupt the speech. Yeah, and the third is such as when recording a speech for radio broadcast. So there are three, uh, and is usually situation that we find ourselves, like that. So next is function of speaking. Yeah, we when we talking about speaking, so we have to know what the function of the speaking. The first is interaction is mostly of a social conversation. Yeah, it means that when we in public conversation, so it means that the function of the speaking, we we have a relationship with other people, and we have a conversation. So that means that there are interaction we and other people. It's the one of the function of a speaking. Yeah. So next, what's the function of the speaking is transaction. Transaction is mean that um, to make someone understand what we want to talking about. Yeah, so there are transaction when we talking about one topic, so other people understand what we want to talking about, like that. So next is what the function of the speaking is performance. Yeah, so performance, when we speak up, it's mean that we already show our performance, like conversation, like when you're speak up, like that. uh, so uh, what what to do before speaking. Yeah, what we to do before speaking. First is be an active listener. The key ingredients to toward making you a person who can think on the spot and respond intelligently is not to be an active listener. So we have to active listener, like that. And the next is be quick organizer of thoughts. All of us have the ability to think fast. Yeah, to think fast is mean that you have to think fast, think quickly, like that. Give a fast response, like that. And the third is structure your speech in your mind. Structure your speech in your mind. It means that there are opening, body, conclusion. Yeah, opening is like it means that like your greetings, like that. Body, it means that your what your topic, what do you want to talking about. And the conclusion, it means that the closing of your um, conversation, like that. So you have to make a structure in your conversation and in your mind also, like that. So this is the talking. So this is the material about the speaking that I have already to teach, like that. So that's all for me, and thank you. Good morning.